Hello and good day to you. My name is Kenise, and welcome to Solar Vision. Today's topic is You Are Not the Body, You're a Soul. This life is an illusion. I had jotted down some notes earlier while thinking to myself at work, and I just wanted to share my thoughts with you on this. First of all, I must say this. You are not the body. The only true and real aspect of you is your soul. The body is no more than what I would call a meat suit or an avatar. The true self or your true self is your soul. Now, we do know that there is a law in physics called the law of conservation of energy that states that energy cannot be created nor destroyed. Now, it also states that energy can only be manipulated or changed from one form to the next, or one form to another, So, if energy can transform itself from one form into another, now we must take a look at a few very interesting things in the Bible mythology and the Bible narratives. When we look at Genesis chapter 3, it talks about man fallen into sin. A man had fell into sin. Let us use a little metaphysical logic here. If energy cannot be created nor destroyed, but can be transformed, that would mean that man couldn't have fell into sin. Think about this for 1 second. It would only be rational that since we, the original inhabitants, the indigenous people of the earth, had to exist first in an etheric or light body vessel, which is a form of energy. And being that our first form was an etheric vessel or etheric energy, then we did not fall into sin. We fell into skin. Let me repeat that again. We did not fall into, we fell into skin. Remember, energy can change its form. So basically, we descended from the upper realms, which some would like to say the heavens, and came down to earth in a physical body, which leads back to the narrative, which is also in the Bible in Jude 1 and 6, 2 Peter 2 and 4, and where it talks about Lucifer, Isaiah 14 and 12, amongst other verses that are in the Bible narratives. These verses talk about Lucifer and angels that fell from the heavens being cast down. So it would make sense that the Bible is speaking of energy vessels or etheric beings that were cast down from the etheric energy form, and that energy was now being trapped and encased inside of the physical bodies we wear today. Now, all of us mature and well-studied folks know that the Bible is a mythological text. And the Bible writers had heavily plagiarized ancient African mythology and spiritual systems, namely ancient Kemet or ancient Egyptian, as we say in their lore. So, the fallen angels were not demons in such a way that these modern Bible thumpers will tell you. The fallen or Luciferian beings were gods, or what some would say angels, that once existed in a pure form that got trapped into a physical body. This is why you cannot kill the soul. You can only kill the physical body. Seeing that, well, I would say that our test here on this earth is to learn what we need to learn and to animate it out through practice and ritual so that we don't have to keep on reincarnating on this third dimensional plane. This third dimensional plane or realm is nothing more than pure illusion anyway. We think that what we see in this 3D matrix is real because of what we see with our two false physical eyes. But we must understand and acknowledge that the two physical eyes that set on our face or our heads are not our true eyes. The true eye is the third eye, which should be operating and functioning as your first or primary eye. This is the eye that your soul discerns and deciphers from. Now, this brings me to another interesting subject matter. I have people always ask me if I celebrate my birthday. I tell them, no, I do not. And I always get some kind of egotistical rebuttal. As I mentioned beforehand, if energy cannot be created nor destroyed, that means that we never had a birth date. How can you have a birthday when you have always existed? If you are not the body and only the soul, that only means that our so-called parents on this 3D level, a matrix, namely our physical mothers, were only used to bring your reincarnated vessel through her stargate, aka her womb, also known as the black hole. You came from dark matter through dark matter. So, the physical body manifested itself through the portal of your mother's womb. The womb was not the start of your existence. So no, I don't celebrate the ego body, which is our physical shell. I only delight in the notion of attaining knowledge and ritual to break free from this physical, low-level, three-dimensional illusion. We must supersede this realm to push ourselves forward into higher dimensions so that we can free our souls from the bondage of the physical body. The physical body, as well as the earth, are prisons. The physical illusion traps the soul if one does not come into proper consciousness. That trap is called reincarnation. And the earth's three-dimensional plane traps you by appearing to be so beautiful when really, it acts as a prison planet that houses unlearned souls and chaotic forms of energy. Earth is not your home, and the physical body is not your true dwelling neither. Also, I want you to think about this. If we are able to have out-of-body experiences, if we are able to astral project, become breatharians, this shows you clearly that we are much greater than our mundane physical bodies. Most people can only grasp the outward shell because they solely base their life from an egotistical perspective. I may do a part 2 to this, but as of right now, I'm going to stop it right here. These were my thoughts earlier. Again, don't take my word for it. Do your own research and go inside of yourself and let your higher self, aka the God within your God self, lead you. Again, this has been Kenise with Solar Vision. Have a wonderful day.